we're back here with our final game of today's GSL Code S. I'm Tasis. With me is Artosis. How you doing, brother?
I am doing well, Tasteless. This has been a very exciting day of games.
Together we are Tastosis, Casting Archon, and yes, this has been an exciting series of games.
I'm most excited about this one.
This is, of course, their second match against each other. The map is Metalopolis. Classic map.
I would love to see SuperNova do the same build, but not outside his choke. Do it inside his main base.
It's fine to get a command center in Turtle. I mean, especially against HongUn. I mean, if you hold off whatever he's going to try to do earlier, then you're going to be fine. All right, the game is loading. A lot of pressure on both these guys here to perform. It's going to be a Protoss against Terran, HongUn against SuperNova. The game is loaded, so that means it's time. Let's get ready for our final match here at today's GSL Codex. Down here in the bottom center, our Protoss player in an all-Terran group. Very eccentric playing style. He's very creative, hard to read. He is... She's got a castle behind her.
She must be a princess.
She's a princess. And of course, we did see a sign there cheering for no more Terran, saying he's representing the Protoss Zerg community. Now, over here, now over here in the center left,
SuperNova.
her hair's all done up. She better not get in the water. That's going to mess it up, Artosis.
Yeah. She probably looks like she had that hair flattened and straightened.
Yeah.
Don't want to get all frizzy.
No.
Don't you just hate it when you straighten your hair, Tasteless, and then it's just misty outside, it's a humid day, you get all frizzy?
Ugh.
I hate
just
that.
feel ugly.
Sometimes I just go back in and call my friends and tell them I can't come out.
I can't come out. I feel ugly. And they go, oh, come on. They go, oh, come on, we're going to the club. We're just going to dance. No girls. And I go, I can't. I'm fat and I don't love me. Now, head-to-head here, we have... Actually, this is an interesting spot, especially for somebody like HongUn playing in this. You know?
This, yeah. He is the type of player that might be like, oh, close by air. That means I'll make flying units.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
can't really predict him that well. Not anymore, at least. Well, actually, I can predict every PvZ he ever plays for all time. Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, there's going to be Blink Stalkers somewhere in there.
You're a Zerg? Know he's going it. See it, know it, prevent it.
All right, second gas here from HongUn. Don't forget, guys, SuperNova is actually very good at this matchup. I mean, this day has sort of been overshadowed with Terran versus Terrans, but...
Yes. Well, I liked SuperNova's build that last game, but again, too greedy. If you do that on the high ground, you have a siege tank out and HongUn went 4 gates, LOL. LOL, Tasteless, LOL? No.
LOL.
You have siege tank there, just splash and everything. You have a nice position. You gotta play it like StarCraft 1, man.
That's right. All right, so we're waiting to see what. So we're waiting to see exactly what HongUn has planned here. I am more than anybody. I'm really curious.
Well, SuperNova this game is actually going double gas with a factor. I think he's just going to go Cloaked Banshee. And throwing in a random Cloaked Banshee against HongUn is actually a pretty decent idea.
Yeah, that's true. Well, especially if HongUn decides to go Stargate, and he is right now.
This is very interesting, because if he goes Void Ray, and because the Void Ray takes so long to build, then it could kill him. But if he were to open Phoenix, which HongUn sometimes does, and sends it right over, then he has enough time to get detection without losing too much. And he'll have a big build order advantage. But I don't know, man. We'll see what he does. Green's being rallied out to that bunker. Gotta play safe.
Landing the factory. He will swap that with the starport. And this is not an uncommon build in this matchup. Now, what's it going to be, Void Ray? No,
it is a Phoenix. Now, if he holds the Phoenix for too long, if he waits for like a bunch of Phoenix, I think he's going to hit there enough time anyways. But Sometimes if you hold for too many Phoenix, it can be problematic against us.
Yeah, well, the Banshee gets in there and suddenly all your workers die. Now,
But it
here's
looks
the thing
like
about HongUn.
he's going straight in.
Okay, he's not going to do his element of surprise approach.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Scouting the edge first.
Is he actually going to go
That's
in there?
interesting that he would scout the edge there where there could be a depot, but not go in. Because that means he was
might
ready
have
to be seen.
He might have wanted to see if there was going to be a floating factory coming this way. So if he sees, he's like, all right.
All right, here he goes. 2. He goes in with 2. Oh, wow, that is more than enough time. He sees it. He sees the researching tech lab. And now we have to see if SuperNova decides to cancel. Will he cancel Cloak?
No, he's still getting it.
Yeah, he's still getting it, which...
Look at this defense over here. HongUn actually had to
Yeah.
split him into 2 over here.
And splitting him into 2 means they won't do anything, really. Trying to harass that Banshee a little bit.
Cloak is like
Oh, you gotta be careful.
75% done.
Oh my god, that's...
Okay, very
There
nice
you
by
go.
HongUn. He did
Yep.
it. That's
Without
all he had
losing
to do.
Yep, and now he has the Robo on the way. And we did have a cancel on that Cloak. So, SuperNova is behind, no question about that. But not, like, dead behind at the moment.
Do you switch into Void Rays now?
Nope, keep
Nope.
on Phoenix. HongUn is a Phoenix guy.
Phenai?
Phoenices.
Penises?
Phoenices, man. Plural of Phoenix.
Venus. All right, now we have these Vikings. They're actually good for defense against Phoenixes, whatever.
Phoenices.
Because they just have so much more range. You have Marines below them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's quite nice. Looks like this game will actually normalize from here, which is... That's not normal at all. But, yeah. Cloak, Banshee, and Phoenix openings normalizing against each other. Very interesting. Siege Shank on the way for SuperNova. Looks like he will keep with his style of Marine Siege Shank, which I am loving, man. I haven't seen this in a while, really, aside from the silly 1-base and 2-base all-ins that we saw forever and a day on Crossfire SC.
Yeah, I remember
Other
those.
than that, it's we have not seen this style all that much. People have kind of normalized with a more Thorzanish style of TVP.
All right, so we're going to have to wait and see where the game goes from here. SuperNova is behind. It's not the end of the world that he's just behind, but he is behind. Make no mistake. Killing that one Banshee at the start really changed the tide of this game. A little scan here from SuperNova. Wants to check how long that expansion has been taken.
Very interesting. An Immortal is being made. That is not something that I would have bet upon right this moment.
Yeah. You think Colossus or something?
Oh, and look at this. Huh. He scouts in and sees that actually SuperNova has given up his factory add-on for some barracks. He's only got 2 Siege Shanks in Siege mode, so it looks like he may not, in fact, be going for the Siege Shank Marine, but instead Marine Marauder. Very interesting little tech switch after 2 tanks in Siege. I am intrigued.
I am as well.
Really
You gotta
nice.
be careful, actually, with these 2 Vikings, because or Phoenixes, excuse me, just because you fly in there, the range of the Vikings is so good, as I said before. I wondered if he's going to keep making Immortals like he did in that other game, and I guess he is. Okay, interesting. Maybe he wants to try to have some timing here against the few Marauders that are going to come out.
Yeah, those also might be just to take up some of the tank splash damage.
Actually, you know what's interesting is if you look at it, it doesn't seem like Marauders is anything SuperNova's interested in at all. It's combat, shield, and stim.
Yeah, certainly getting a lot of upgrades. But he does have that... He already has some Vikings out, while HongUn is going for Colossus afterwards. I mean, he's already getting his Thermal Lance going. So... he's got such a head start on Vikings at this point because of how weird the game has been so far that if HongUn wants to go for Colossus, I feel like he has to go for Colossus with Phoenixes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I've decided. If he wants to do that, he has to do it like that. Can't just start Stalkers now and be like, no, I'm fine, dude. No. Too much of a lead on the starport tech. Alright, so we do have the Thermal Lance almost done, the Colossus almost done. So we got 3rd base might be coming up pretty quick.
More gates on the way here. HongUn, I would say in just the slightest advantage with unit composition, but you never know.
Oh, he's certainly more
hold that
mobile at the
thought.
moment.
Hold that thought. We got a drop coming in here with Vikings and a Raven.
That is actually pretty scary indeed, Tasteless, because, well, he only has one Stalker, so the point defense drone won't be a huge deal. But taking out that Stargate is actually really nice. Very, very nice taking that building out. And he's going to get out of there because, well, there's nothing that really hits air. There's a bunch of flashlights for that.
I think it was probably a big realization there as he watched that and said, wait a minute, that guy doesn't even have anti-air. He's like, oh, I need to start making more Vikings.
Yeah, and he is starting more Vikings right this second. Meanwhile, HongUn, with no real anti-air, no real anti-Viking, is just continuing to pump out Colossi. You know, I felt like the Phoenixes would have been a perfect thing to go with it because he is just basically devoid of stalkers. He has one stalker. Is that enough stalkers? No, it's not enough stalkers.
Man.
Don't ask such a dumb question. It's not enough. But he just keeps warping in Zealots, man. I don't really...
Well, you know, if he keeps doing this Zealot stuff continuously, that's going to be a bit of a shock because Colossus obviously have to be protected by Stalkers.
Yeah. You know, he may just wait a little bit and do a few huge rounds of Stalkers, just like 2-3 rounds of Stalkers in a row as he gets his upgrades done, but that leaves a vulnerable time where he really doesn't have anything to guard against Vikings. And look at this. A drop coming to this side in the meantime. He does have his units moving down the map.
Or he's coming here with just the Colossus again. Just Colossus and Zealots. Arctosis, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, he's
just like sticking with us now. I mean,
the thing is, it's super strong against land units, but well, more and more Vikings are popping out. He can actually kind of just go across the map right now with his Vikings and kill all the Colossus and lose like 2. This is a true thing that could occur. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, Terran could literally just get, like, you know, 5-8 Vikings, something like that, just fly over there and just shoot everything down.
He's even getting a Templar Archives. He's got his charge, he's getting his upgrades. He's
I'm like
in fact
so
making
confused,
he's making a second Templar Archives.
All right, HongUn is starting to not make any sense here. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. There's only one upgrade in those nowadays, Tasteless. No need to get 2.
Well, it's an honest mistake, but the bigger mistake we're seeing here is that there's no way to stop these Vikings. I just can't believe this. He might even go for a timing push here. I mean, why not?
I feel like a broken record, but...
Well, I mean, it's like the most important thing, and HongUn's not identifying it.
His units that hit air. 4 sentries, those don't count. A Stalker. That is actually... Right now, if he scans and sees this, he can actually just send his Vikings, kill the Colossi, then walk him over. Guy will be dead. 100% dead. No questions asked. I cannot believe that HongUn is playing like this. I actually...
Well, it's just like there's such a hole in the way he's approaching this game.
A hole is actually a vast understatement.
Well, you know, here's what's funny is SuperNova doesn't even have to do this simple push. I'm surprised he's scanning and not being like, oh, and just like taking his Vikings and just going and trying to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he has charge on the Zealots, so his ground army is so fearsome against this ground army. Without the Colossus, it's not.
Oh my God!
Go scan and do it. Go kill the Colossus.
And guys, just so you know, we would never normally be this critical of a player, but this is actually Code S, and like.
Well, now he's got 3 Archons, so that's going to help. But the Vikings have 9 range, so actually he can still do it.
All right, now here he comes.
Yeah, and this is actually enough to crush through this land army of SuperNova. The Vikings way off to the side. Probably just should run away while he kills everything here. And,
actually,
well, the force field's there, stopping all those charge cells from doing any damage.
Now he's dropping the Vikings. Well, I don't know if this is actually a good idea.
No, you should not drop these Vikings.
This is actually the sloppiest Code S game I've ever seen.
It's not true. Back like 8 seasons.
I mean, in a modern day, this is like actually the game that did not make any sense.
No, it does not make a lot of sense.
Wow. All right. Well, it looks like HongUn should go on to a win here.
Well, his ground army is it's so big. If he had run straight away, not let those Colossus do any damage, things would be different right now. But as they are,
all right,
Mr. HongUn with the riskiest thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's HongUn, man. He's got that eccentric play style, although this time I feel a little bit more critical of it. Yeah. Well, actually, I almost want to be more critical of SuperNova because he's the one who should have stopped this.
Well, you know? It's hard to imagine a world in which someone will literally make no anti-air against someone making Vikings when you're going mass Colossus. So GG.
All right, GG.
HongUn moves on.
I mean, the only reasonable explanation for this is that basically SuperNova kept thinking, well, I'm not seeing the Stalkers, but obviously they're there.
I don't know. I don't know. Normally, top Terran will not see the Stalkers and then go in and poke. Just, hey, can I get one of your Colossus down half health without losing anything? That'd be neat.
Yeah.
But that was actually very lucky by HongUn that was not spotted. That glaring hole in his strategy was not spotted.
Yeah. Well, just so you guys know, for those of you trying to learn at home, I mean, if you scan and see your opponent's army and you just see sentries,
4
Zealots
sentries and a Stalker.
Colossus, a couple Colossus, those Vikings you're making the whole time, the reason why they're there is to kill the Colossus. You usually can't engage because you'll lose the Vikings to the Stalkers, but not this time. So, 2 of our players advance to the round of 16, Nada and HongUn Prime. Keen goes down to the up and down matches, and OGS SuperNova will be here again for another Code S.
Well done, Princess.
Thank you.
Good casting today.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Been having a tummy ache all day today.
I know, man. You've been sick.
I warned him, yeah, man. I had some weird stomach stuff going on, so I was in pain during some of this. So here are the results for today's games.
Yep. We had Xenio and Byun advance very interestingly as SC Foyu and MVP do not. MVP will stay in Code S. SC Foyu will be in the up and down matches. On the other hand, you just watch this group, and MVP Keen will be going up and down. SuperNova remains in Code S, but Nada and HongUn Prime will move forward. HongUn versus Xenio in the next round. Byun versus Nada. That should be actually really fun, Byun versus Nada.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, especially with how good Byun is.
Tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in because Tastosis will be back.
We'll be there.
Group G, Killer, Polt Prime, Liquid, Huck, and TSL Live. That's going to be an awesome group, man. 2 Terrans and 2 Protoss. 2 of my favorite Protoss, in fact.
Yeah.
And Group H, OGS Inca, Zenix Kyrix, OGS MC, and StarTale's very own Bomber. The rematch against MC, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Cannot wait to cast those games.
Oh my
you
God,
guys
we might see Inca MC.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Who's actually better at PvP between those two?
The micro god of PvP against the strategy god of PvP.
Yeah. Cannot wait.
I am excited.
Thank you again to our new sponsor at Pepsi and, of course, G-Skill for supporting us. And thank you, viewers at home, for tuning in. We love esports. Today was quite a great day at the GSL. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Interesting
Tomorrow
games.
is actually going to be better.
I know.
We have Liquid Huck, DreamHack champion, Home Story Cup champion.
He's doing so well, too.
He's winning everything right now.
Steadily improving, and
Kid's
he's
a
almost
sicko,
top
man.
tier. He might be top tier at this point in time with the amount of success he's had.
As far as I'm concerned, he is, man.
Of course, follow Gom TV on Twitter, as you can see at the bottom. Also, check out Gom TV's mobile service at mgomtv.net. As we try to expand the ways that you can see Gom TV, add us on Twitter. I'm calling me Tasis. He's Artosis.
Do it.
True.
Twitter's important.
It's important. You got to get on that. And yeah, I mean, I think that basically does it, for today. It was good games.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to go home and get some rest so I can cast tomorrow.
Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of greatness tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
2 of my favorite Protoss in that first group. 2 of my favorite Protoss in the group after that, too.
I know.
It's
It's actually all of our favorite Protoss players in one day. And of course, by the way, we will be at NASL.
Yeah.
So come to NASL.
Yeah.
Come down there. Check that out. It's going to be awesome. It's been exciting working with those guys so far. It looks like it's going to be a crazy awesome event.
It's going to be a sick event, man. We're bringing half the GSL there with us.
Yeah, man. All right, that does it for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow here at the GSL.